the best Pokemon legendary?
You know what? I need to take a look at all the choices again.
Okay, who's your favorite legendary Pokemon?
Well, that's the thing. I need to differentiate what's a mythical type and what's a mythical Pokemon and what's a legendary Pokemon.
Give me an answer though. Give me what would you say is the best one though?
I think it's definitively Mewtwo.
Okay, wrong. It's Mewtwo.
Well, I guess I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't.
He has so much more of a complex story than any of the other Pokemon, the legendary Pokemon that you see in the anime. But so much of that actually got cut out in the original showing of the movie, right? In the first Pokemon movie, Mewtwo has a backstory, like more that you don't see of baby Mewtwo in the lab being grown, but that got cut out because I guess emotions that weren't cool at the time. But Mewtwo, okay, so the whole story about Mewtwo, and I'm gonna go into this because it's very important, but the whole thing about Mewtwo is that he was created in the lab, but the whole point of the clone experiment wasn't just to make the strongest Pokemon ever. They were trying to, the big scientist guy in charge of it, he was trying to bring back his daughter, who was dead, or dying, dead, and the whole point of the clone experiment was that he was trying to save her. And so when Mewtwo is in the tube, he meets this little girl, and she's just like, oh, hello, little Pokemon, and Mewtwo's just like, emotions, I don't understand, and she's like, ha, friendship, and he learns friendship, and he makes friends with her, and he, like, has, like, a good hope for the future, and then one day, the scientists are in the lab, and then there's a situation, and she starts fading away, and Mewtwo's like, what's going on? I don't understand. And then she's just like, I'm dying. And he's like, what? And then she's just dead. And Mewtwo doesn't know how to handle that. And meanwhile, we get to see so much more of the scientist, who's like, it literally shows him studying in the lab late at night, and his wife is like, you have to let him go, our daughter is dead. He's like, no, I can save her. And she's like, I am leaving you, I can't handle this anymore. And so she dips, so she's dead, and then the scientist man loses it. And then all the other scientists are like, don't worry, we still have our bioweapon we've created. And he's like, oh, but my daughter. And meanwhile, Mewtwo wakes up, and he's still trying to grapple with the fact that he was just born, but also just witnessed death. And all the other scientists are just like, Mewtwo, the ultimate Pokemon that we created. Oh, you're here. Oh, we're all so excited. And he's just like, what? And they're like, so I know that you're really upset about what just happened, but now we can use you to be our bioweapon. Isn't that great? And he's like, what? And they're like, okay, so you are a copy of this other guy, and you are stronger, but he is, like, cooler, you know? Like, he was the first one, you are a copy, you are better in every way. And he's like, hold on, someone's better than me? That, coupled with the fact that he just witnessed the only friend he ever had just die in front of him, he gets so pissed. The animation is amazing. It's like Evangelion level. It's so gritty. It's so different than any other Pokemon. He kills all of the scientists. Like, in cold blood. They're all just dead.
We dreamed of creating the world's strongest Pokemon. And we succeeded.
And then Giovanni appears in the fire, and he's like, what if you worked for me for a minute? And he was like, I got nothing else to do. And then after, like, a minute of that, he's like, you know what? I don't want to be owned, actually. And he just goes off into his own world of wanting to see who can be strongest. And then that's when he meets Mew, and he's like, Mew, I'm the copy of you. I'm better than you. And Mew's like, and just not taking him seriously, and then he gets more pissed, and they just fight, and then, like, Ash is there, and Pikachu cries, and, like, that, you know, that's the whole, like, thing that everyone cares about, and I get, that's cool and all, but the whole point of Mewtwo bringing back those clones, making clones in the movie, was because of he's trying to bring back his friends, his only friend that he had. Then he just, after a while, Ash sacrifices himself, you know, because that happens. And then he's like, humanity. I'm gonna go off to my morally ambiguous island.
Yo,
and that's it.
Your popcorn ready, right?
But he's like, He's so cool. He's so cool. He's just like gritty, but he's not just gritty. It's because he has a story, and it's like right? And Pokemon doesn't know what to do with him because sometimes he's evil, sometimes he's not, sometimes he's a guy, or sometimes he's a girl, and sometimes he's both, which like slay. But also, there's multiple of them. Then I don't know. It's not.
Alright,
It's a little unclear.
Chat just said, and then Pikachu cried and said, "It's because I love you." And Ash came back to life.
Yeah. I can't beat Barry.
Guys, if you think that Quix has a lot to say about Pokemon, wait till we talk.
I have so much to say.
Wait till we play more Sonic games. I'll have a lot to say about that.
It's whoever gets the hyperfixation gets the talking stick.